The EU boss said he was not stupid after Foreign Secretary Boris Johnson delivered his Brexit speech in London this afternoon in a bid to unite Remainers and Brexiteers. JeanClaude Juncker said dismissed the claim he wanted to build a European superstate and accused some in the British political establishment of pretending that I am a stupid, stubborn federalist. He insisted he was strictly against a European superstate, telling a press conference in Brussels. Some in the British political society are against the truth, pretending that I'm a stupid, stubborn federalist. That I'm in favor of a European superstate. I'm strictly against a European superstate. We are not the United States of America, we are the European Union, which is a rich body because we have these 27 or 28 nations. Getty. JeanClaude Juncker hit back at Boris Johnson. I'm strictly against a European superstate. JeanClaude Juncker: the European Union cannot be built against the European nations, so this is total nonsense. His attack comes after Mr. Johnson said British politicians always found the EU's policies to create an overarching European state as difficult to accept. He told an audience at Policy Exchange ever more powers and competencies have been handed to EU institutions. Mr. Juncker last year announced his plans to create an EU army, foreign minister and centralized financial system amid concerns he is plotting to create a United States of Europe. Getty. Boris Johnson suggested the EU was plotting to create a European superstate Wednesday, September 13, 2017. JeanClaude Juncker kisses Vice President of the European Commission Frans Timmermans. Ex-European Parliament President Martin Schulz, meanwhile, has repeatedly warned member states who refuse to join his new superstate must leave. He called for a new treaty to formally convert the EU into the United States of Europe, along the lines of the United States, though bizarrely claimed this was no threat to individual countries. Mr. Johnson today warned would be mad to end up with a Brexit settlement that does not allow the UK to enjoy the economic freedoms of leaving the EU. During a major speech in London, EBS Live, Juncker said Boris was talking nonsense. The Foreign Secretary said Brexit can be grounds for much more hope than fear, and warned it would be a disastrous mistake to seek to thwart the result of the referendum. Mr. Johnson said leaving the EU would mean we stop paying huge sums to Brussels and would be able to use some of the money to fund the NHS. It would also mean being able to take back control of borders and laws, he insisted.